August 28, 2010 was my very first night in Afghanistan. There was about 50 insurgents that ambushed our base and were blowing themselves up outside of the wire. And the scary thing was, we had no ammo issued to us yet. I remember grabbing my flip-flops and putting on my flip-flops at 3 a.m. when the bombs started to go off and the gunfire started to go off. And I grabbed my knife. And we started to run around looking for ammo, hoping the last unit left ammo there. Around 23 of the 32 soldiers I was with was blown up with an IED, and one of them was killed. Here we go. Ready for takeoff.
The first time I got 1,000 views, I daydreamed of Hollywood and all the interviews. I gave it my all, I called my mom. Mom, did you listen to my song? Turn your radio on. Because one day, someday, the rest of the world will sing along. I went from homeless boy, druggie to hero. 1,000 views, then I added a few more zeros. 1,000,000 views starts with one. As she hung up the phone, she said, son, someday you're gonna make it.
You're gonna make
Just
it.
you wait and see. The dreams you've been dreaming will become a reality.
There was a man, every morning he was a poet. He would like to go to the shoreline and do some writing. Early one morning he went down to the shoreline and he noticed that there was a little boy on the shore. And the little boy, he was dancing. So he decided to see what the little boy was doing exactly. So he walked over to the little boy and he called out, "Little boy, what are you doing? It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Where are your parents?" And the little boy said to the old man, he said, "The tide is just right. I'm grabbing the starfish and I am throwing them into the water. The waves will grab the starfish and pull them in, and they will live." The old man, he looked at that little boy and he said, "You are not going to make a difference. There are hundreds of miles of shore, and there are hundreds of thousands of starfish." But that little boy leaned over, grabbed one starfish, threw it into the water, and looked at that man and said, "I made a difference to him." I hope that my experiences will help each and every one of you understand the importance of always believing in yourself and never giving up. That's what
I know where I belong. I salute the people who will never give up.
When I was young, you're going to hear a little bit about my story. I lived in a homeless shelter, slept in a homeless shelter when I was a kid, a foster care. My mother committed suicide. My mother did not take her life because she was weak. My mother took her life because she did not get the help that she needed. When I got home from Afghanistan, I struggled. 5 years ago, I was going 110 miles an hour. I've been through the suicide prevention courses. I had a plan. I was probably one of the first times that my wife realized I was broken.
Great. I'm Lisa Miller. I'm the coordinator for an event that we had down in Lehigh. There were over 200 attendees here, and Ryan knocked it out of the park.
As a fellow veteran, I think he presented himself pretty well, represented the military very well. I think he did a great job covering a couple different music styles.
I didn't listen to my parents. By the age of 19 years old, I was sued. I was $30,000 in debt. The bank was looking for my vehicle. I was almost kicked out of the military. I was pulled over 3 times with drugs.
The presentation was excellent. I really liked the music. It was really powerful. I have 3 sons of my own, so it made me think about my family and being a father.
Yeah, I was really inspired by Ryan's talk show. I really loved all his music.
During your life, you're going to get stepped on. You're going to get torn. There's going to be bad things that are going to happen to you. Don't ever let people tell you that you can't do something. Change your mind and it will change your life.
I want to thank everybody who has believed in me. Rick Rasmussen, Meeks, Van Ryan,
No matter what
my
happens
crew,
in your
Gomez,
life,
my wife,
as long as you
Leonard,
don't destroy your
Hanneman,
life, you will always
military,
keep
my
your
family,
value.
all my friends from Delta, Payson, and Emory County, Nixon, Olympia, Serve Daily, the Martinez family, Elise Tuttle. Thank you for believing in me. Cotto, you can do anything that you want to. RJ Chance, Wilson, just believe in yourself. All the kids who are in foster care, who've been homeless and adopted. To all the families who open up their home and allow these children to live. I believe. Thank you for believing in them. Thank you for adopting me.